Welcome to the High School Football Sports Chat on theDpost.com. I'm Todd Murray, joined by Kristin Kurelic, our high school writer. Kristin, this week, a big game at Milan Pharmaceutical Stadium, University High hosting Wheeling Park. Hawks coming off their first loss of the season. They had to get adjusted to playing without some of their key players. What's the injury update this week?
The injury update is still not good for the Hawks. Chase Neville is still out. They're hoping to get him back next week. That's still up in the air. Isaiah, again, is out for the season. They've got a new injured player, Dylan Cole now, who's one of their best linebackers, and they were also hoping that he could run the ball in replacement of those other guys last week, and that didn't happen either. So they're missing all three of those guys who play offense and defense. Again, they need to find somebody else to step up.
Yeah, with all that being said, what are the keys going to be for John Kelly's team to try to pull out a win?
Keys tomorrow will definitely be defensively. They have to handle Wheeling Park's weapons. Wheeling Park has athletes everywhere, offensively, defensively. They've got a couple running backs, Theo Blackston and Savion Johnson, who are going to be a lot to handle. The Hawks need to be able to get off the field on third down. They'll do a great job, and then they'll get hurt on the third down pretty repeatedly. So that's something they need to fix. The other thing is, again, finding replacements for their running game. They've been able to score on quick, big plays through the air, but they need to be able to put together some drives, stay on the field, give their defense time to rest, and just finding some effort. I mean, they were a little lackadaisical last week, so they really need to come up with some intensity.
They want to put together a good effort that's sort of a special night. They're going to have some members of their 1994 team that played for the state title will be getting together out there, so I know they want to play well. Morgantown High, also another team coming off a loss last week against Parkersburg South. They will be traveling to Washington this week. How is this one shaping up?
This will be interesting. It's been a while since Morgantown's lost to Park South, lost at home like that. That was a little bit of a shocker, so we're looking for them to bounce back this week. Washington is a 1-2 team. They're basically one play away from being a 2-1 team at this point. They did make it to the playoffs for the first time in school history last year. They're missing a few of those star players that they had, and they've got a new coach, so they're young. But it's not a team to take lightly. So, and again, MHS is on the road there, so this will be an interesting matchup.
Right, and another area team on the road as well. Preston will be traveling to Elkins. I know the Knights are trying to get back on the winning track as well. What do you see there?
Preston at Elkins will be interesting. Preston started off the season great with their first win. They dropped 2 to a couple tough teams. This is another must-win game for them. If they are still looking at being in the playoff picture. Elkins is another team who is very similar to them in the rankings and caliber team. They're a AAA team, so if Preston wants to get some points in the playoff system, this is the one to do it.
All right. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Kristin, thank you for your time, and please continue to follow our high school sports coverage on theDpost.com.